The California coast is one of the most beautiful places in the world to take a road trip, and you don't want your dog to miss it. California has stunning cities to visit like Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Santa Barbara, to name a few. Seeing the Hollywood sign was one of Coda's favorite parts about visiting California. And while you can't go wrong with a coastline road trip or a few days in the city, our recommendation is to head inland and visit Lake Tahoe.
We made it to Lake Tahoe. This place is stunning. I've wanted to come here for years.
We found this to be the most dog-friendly place within California, and being able to share this bucket list experience with Coda made seeing this famous lake so much more special. Watching her hike down to the water and swim in the crystal clear blue lake is a memory we are so thankful for. A super fun activity to try here is paddleboarding along the edge of the lake, and make sure you visit Eagle Falls. On the way up to Lake Tahoe, don't miss Alabama Hills and Mammoth Lakes. You won't be disappointed with the epic mountainous views. Number 9, Montana. If you watched our road trip video, you know just how much we love Montana and how much Coda loved it there too. You may or may not have heard us talk about how national parks are not the most dog friendly, and Glacier National Park is no exception to this. But when 2 of the national park's main attractions are dog friendly, that's a big win in our book. We always say that the views are better where the dogs can go, and your dog can join you on going to the Sun Road and at Lake McDonald, which means if Montana and Glacier National Park made our list, we think it's worth the effort to get there, even with some dog restrictions. The park is huge, and trust us, there's lots of incredible views from there. Montana has so much stunning natural beauty for anyone looking to get out hiking with their dog, get on the water, and see some mountains. Make sure you check out Flathead Lake, Flathead National Forest, Bozeman, and our favorite Ashley Lake for a day of paddleboarding, swimming, and hiking. Number 8 on our dog-friendliest states list is South Carolina. If you're looking for the place to enjoy perfect temperatures, beautiful beaches, and downtown city walking, South Carolina is the place to visit. The colorful buildings downtown, the unique vendors at the marketplace, all make for such a fun trip with your pup. Coda devoured some of the homemade treats that we bought from the vendors for her, and got a new toy and an outfit or two while we shopped downtown. We recommend staying close to Isle of Palms to add an East Coast beach to your trip, and don't miss the sunset there. If you have time, check out the Magnolia Plantation for stunning gardens, waterfront views, and long walks in a beautifully preserved area. We recommend it to anybody traveling with dogs. We already have a trip planned next year to go back here because we loved it so much, and Coda truly enjoyed exploring here. Only a 4-hour drive for us, and from New York City, makes Vermont a top contender on our list because it always offers amazing dog-friendly hiking, lakes, rivers, waterfalls, and East Coast beauty. I don't think we'll ever be done exploring here, and we have a lot more adventures planned for the upcoming year to do more camping, hiking, and visiting in the Green Mountain State. Make sure you stop and visit a few of the New England towns like Stowe, Killington, and Montpelier to get that small town feel with mountain views all around. Smuggler's Notch, Ben & Jerry's Ice Cream, and Lake Willoughby are just a few of Coda's favorites that we visit again and again. There's no shortage of farmers markets, lodges near ski mountains, and incredible vistas all around to make this state a year-round destination. If you know us, you should have known our favorite state would make this list. While we only spend a few weeks here, Idaho is one that must make your bucket list when you're traveling with your dog. Coda loved visiting all the different lakes that we went to, and if you have a water-loving pup, make sure you check out Redfish Lake and Petite Lake for a full day of outdoor adventures on the water. Between the hot springs, the mountains, and hiking, we truly thought about moving here. We loved it so much. During the summer months on the weekends, the main street where most of the restaurants are closes down to traffic and turns into a huge party. While we were there, the bar owners married their dogs. It was so much fun. June, July, or August is the best time of year to visit if you want to have a trip just like ours. Coda had a blast here, and we're confident you and your dog will too. Not too far from us, and not too far from number 1 on our list, New Hampshire. Right next door, and not too much different than Vermont, this New England state offers wonderful opportunities to hike with a dog, mountain views, dog-friendly accommodation, lakes, rivers, waterfalls, anything you can imagine in a New England state, New Hampshire has it. Any time of year is beautiful to visit here, but during the fall is a little extra special than anywhere else we've been. We come back every year to see the leaves turn bright red, orange, and yellow, and experience all this little state has to offer. The Kankamangas Highway, exploring Crawford Notch, and Dixville Notch State Parks are just a few of Coda's favorites and keep us driving back up here year after year. The White Mountains hold a special place in our hearts for how dog-friendly the area is. A USA road trip would not be complete without visiting the West. Wyoming welcomed us and our dog with open arms. You can't mention Wyoming without talking about the world-famous town of Jackson Hole. Every single restaurant or shop we wanted to go into, we were welcome welcomed. It was so easy to find dog-friendly trails, viewpoints, camping spots, and accommodations that we would absolutely visit again. We highly recommend camping or staying on or near the Snake River and as close to Grand Teton National Park as possible. We were able to drive and walk all around the national park and Jenny Lake, so while it isn't the most dog-friendly national park, we did find that a lot of the best views were right outside the park or alongside the viewpoints on the drive. Wyoming, Grand Teton, and Jackson Hole are all at the top of our list to revisit when we could get out west again, and we truly think this is one of the prettiest places we have ever seen. Our list wouldn't be complete without mentioning a particular state that means a lot to us, where we started this whole journey together, Oregon. Home to us in 2021, we couldn't imagine not bringing Coda here to run the rocky coastline, hike the hundreds of waterfalls, and see all the beauty Oregon has to offer. In our opinion, it is one of the best states to visit, and we highly recommend it during the summertime to hike places like Tokatee Falls, Secret Beach, and so many more. If you make it to the beautiful state of Oregon, don't skip Cannon Beach. It's famous for a reason. There's plenty of off-leash dog space to run around and play and build a bonfire on the beach and walk around the town and get a new toy. You won't be disappointed. When you think beaches, you think Florida, and bringing your dog shouldn't make you think twice about visiting the Sunshine State. We've taken Coda here at least 3 times in the past 2 years, and she absolutely loves running the beaches, swimming in the water, and digging in the sand. Jupiter Off-Leash Dog Beach and Pensacola Dog Beach are 2 pretty famous dog-friendly beaches and Coda's favorites. Pensacola had some of the clearest, most beautiful blue water we have ever seen, and close by is Rosemary Beach, where we walked all around town with Coda. There is so much to do in this little area of Florida, and we can't wait to explore more areas in the future. Finally, we made it to our #1 spot on this list, and without a doubt, our #1 dog-friendly destination has to be Maine. Maine is somewhere we most recently visited and loved it so much that we have been back here 3 more times in the past year. We were so impressed with just how dog-friendly it really is, particularly Acadia National Park. Acadia is ranked the #1 dog-friendly national park for a reason. When we asked a park ranger where we could go with our dog, her response was it would probably be easier to ask where you can't go because pretty much the entire park is dog-friendly. Coda's favorite things to do in the park were digging on Sand Beach, hiking to the summit of Gorham Mountain, and running in the wild gardens. Nearby, the town outside of Acadia, Bar Harbor, is the same way. Whether you're visiting for hiking, boating, skiing, shopping, camping, or to eat some delicious Maine lobster, you will find that Maine is the easiest, most affordable, and welcoming state to dogs on this list.